Cuisine Korea, a trip to the world of delicious food. We'll be introducing you some more wonderful cuisines today. We visited the traditional Korean restaurant, Goryeo, filled with the elegant traditional beauty. The restaurant offers plenty of clean-cut Korean set meals and royal dishes. Today in World Food, we'll guide you to La Brie, a restaurant specializing in French cuisines. I'm sure you'll enjoy the brilliant taste of French cuisine served in stylish atmosphere. Cuisine Korea, shall we begin?
Have you ever noticed that whenever you dial the wrong number, you never seem to get the busy signal? Or when you have finally thought of the perfect thing to write, you've already sealed the envelope. And the classic case, you turn on the radio to catch the end of your favorite song. Or maybe you crave for that certain type of food, but you just can't seem to find the restaurant which you've passed by more than 1,000 times. Cuisine Korea, filled with delicious wonders and pleasant surprises.
Goryeo is easy to find when you go to Hakdong Station of subway line number 7. Come out through exit number 10 and go straight for about 10 meters, and there be Seoul Customs Crossroads. Go toward the Gungmin Bank and turn left. Go further for about 20 meters and you'll see Goryeo standing high in the middle of the city. This is the Korean traditional restaurant Goryeo. It's composed of 5 floors. On the first floor, you can enjoy a comfortable meal just like in other restaurants. Go up the stairs and the attraction of this restaurant increases. The second floor is decorated like a traditional garden. Little decorations are impressive and the natural traditional beauty is memorable. This floor, composed of rooms and neat tables, is the third floor. Looks very comfortable, doesn't it? This is the fourth floor and the most traditional and beautiful place of Goryeo. It reminds us of a traditional museum filled with Korea's unique settlements. Besides delicious food, there are many interesting things to see. Traditional decorations displayed around the restaurant makes us feel the detailed care of the management. Customers tend to lose track of time looking around. I'm sure a meal in this traditional place will be very satisfactory. Goryeo is frequented not by only Koreans, but by foreigners as well. That's probably because of the savory cuisines available here. I wonder what customers think about the atmosphere and the food of this place.
It's very nice. I mean, it's have some Korean jazz. It's quite nice, quite interesting, and it gives maybe a little bit old Korean atmosphere. So for us, it's very interesting, and we really like it.
Very, very delicious food, and we're just taking off the very beginning, but what we had up to now was great.
우리 그 특색 있는 그 음식들 이런 거 먹으니까 뭐 아주 좋습니다.
Don't you feel as if you're at a famous concert hall? Goryeo presents special events for its guests. All the customers can enjoy traditional performances when they come here. Diverse traditional performances are said to be very popular, and it's no wonder. Goryeo is always bustling with customers for its traditional music, dance, and additional enjoyments provided after the meal. It's indeed a place live with delicious food and style.
제가 듣기로는요,
네네.
공연을 보면서
예.
식사를 할 수 있다고 들었거든요.
네네. 저희는 이제 식사를 마치시고 이제 공연장으로 이동을 하셔서 이렇게 보시는 거거든요. 그래서 하루에 2차례 합니다. 공연 내용은 부채춤, 사물놀이, 뭐 농악놀이 등등 한 40분 진행합니다.
그리고 제가 이렇게 봤는데요, 여기 층마다 굉장히 분위기가 틀린 것 같아요.
예, 저희는 각 층마다 우리 이제 조상들의 숨결을 느낄 수 있게끔 2층은 정원 형태로 꾸며놨고 3층은 중부지방에서 볼 수 있는 그런 가옥 형태고요. 그리고 4층은 이제 민속촌에서나 볼 수 있는 이런 형태로 이렇게 꾸며놨습니다.
I wonder what the delicacies of Goryeo will taste like. I want to try some food that I can enjoy with the special performances. And the menus I have chosen for today are It's now time to make the dishes. This is the main chef for today who will be demonstrating his particular skills. He has 26 years of experience as a chef and will be able to taste his wonderful recipes.
첫 번째 요리는 해파리 냉채인데요. 이 요리에 대해서 좀 설명 좀 해주세요.
네, 해파리 냉채는 앱부터 기침과 고혈압에 좋아 약으로 많이 쓰인 해파리와 맵고 새콤달콤한 소스가 어우러진 요리인데요. 특히 신선한 해파리 씹히는 맛이 일품입니다.
Let's stand by and see how it turns out.
These are the ingredients needed for cold-cut jellyfish with mustard sauce. Fresh jellyfish and all sorts of spices are needed. After lightly boiling the jellyfish, place in cold water to make it become tender. We need to make the sauce that will be used for the dish. Here, the most important ingredient for the sauce is mustard. Add suitable amounts of ingredients like soy sauce, vinegar, sugar, and so on. Finally, add pear juice to add fragrance. Mix everything together well and the wonderful sauce to go with the jellyfish is completed. Shall we prepare some vegetables to be served with the jellyfish? Chop ingredients such as cucumber, pear, ginseng in a way that will go well with the jellyfish. This way, the ingredients will harmonize with the fragrance of the sauce, making it more delicious. I'm sure the jellyfish has become quite soft by now. Season tender jellyfish with salt, sugar, and vinegar and place decoratively on a plate. And cold-cut jellyfish with mustard sauce is complete. These are the ingredients needed for making kimchi and meat broiled on skewer. We need 1 head of matured kimchi, beef rib meat, and other ingredients are also needed. Shall we start cooking this delicious dish? The kimchi looks wonderfully mature, doesn't it? The seasoning seems to really have seeped into the cabbage. Cut kimchi into sizes approximately 7 centimeters long. We're going to prepare the rib meat now. The cleaned rib meat need to be cut into similar sizes as the kimchi so that it'll fit nicely onto the skewer. Cut spring onions into same size as well. The egg is seasoned with salt. All the ingredients seem to be ready. All we have to do now is put each ingredient through the skewer while giving special consideration to their colors and shapes. What do you think? Pretty, isn't it? Next, we need to cover the pretty skewer with the beaten egg. First, the skewered ingredients are covered with flour before dipping in egg mixture. Then, cook the skewer in the frying pan until the ingredients turn yellowish. They need to be cooked carefully by turning the ingredients frequently. When the skewered ingredients have cooked fully, set them decoratively on a plate. The dish is now complete and ready for tasting.
The chef put in a lot of effort creating these dishes. Now with great appreciation, I'll give it the taste test. It has a very clean taste. It's crispy, and there's a saltiness to it that leaves the mouth very refreshing. The sauce, it gives it a very soothing taste. Now for my second dish, the kimchi 산적. Actually, this dish actually reminds me of a very upgraded, elegant shish kebab. As you can see, there's an assortment of vegetables and meat. Do I need to say more?
I'll now introduce to you some delicacies available at Goryeo. The table is filled with dishes prepared with the greatest care. This menu is enjoyed for its spicy taste. The chewy taste of the octopus is quite the best. The savory taste that can only be felt in fresh prawns. It makes my mouth water just looking at it. This is one of the fine delicacies of Goryeo that satisfies the pickiest gourmet. Fresh sashimi alive with the taste and style is always a popular menu. The salty fragrance acts as a stimulant for increasing the appetite. The refreshing soup created by large clams is really enjoyable. This is a dish good for the stamina. The savory taste is quite fantastic. This elegant dish is called the flower of royal cuisine. Looks delicious, doesn't it? A dish alive with the original texture and taste of meat. A menu that you can enjoy diverse tastes at the same time.
I hope you enjoyed this journey of delicious taste with me. Now I'm going to take you to a place that is quite interesting. What would you say if I told you someone has made a game on cooking? I think we would all become skilled chefs. Now to a place where we can feel and learn more about Korea. Let's go and see.
With the active use of the internet, the popularity of online games increased dramatically. Most people know how to play at least one online game, and many professional gamers have been born. And what would you think about a cooking game? This is the place where they created the online game called King of Chef, a game about cooking. Shall we check out what sort of game it is?
이 게임에서 그 주인공 한요리가 여러 음식점을 돌면서 최고의 인류 요리사가 되는 과정을 담았거든요. 근데 이 게임에서 여러분들이 실제 80여 가지 이상의 요리법도 배울 수가 있습니다. 그런 좋은 기회니까요. 게임도 즐기시고 실제 요리법도 많이 배워보시기 바랍니다.
Let's find out some more in detail. In this game, players can experience 15 different types of restaurants, ranging from Japanese, Chinese, Western, and many more. The player chooses the restaurant they want and has to prepare delicious food for the customers. From cutting, frying, deep frying, and boiling and so forth, you have to work carefully like in real life for your scores to go up quickly. The recipes for all these dishes are introduced in illustrated cooking guide, adding to the fun of the game. To enjoy cooking and computer games all at the same time.
Do you know where the word menu originated from? During the 16th century, a French nobleman put a list of food to be served on the dinner table. So one of his guests asked him what it was for, and he answered, "It is a list of food to be served tonight." So the use of menus became a common practice in restaurants throughout Paris. Now, why don't you come with me and enjoy French cuisine at World Food? Shall we go in search of Labri, where you can taste traditional French cuisine? You need to get off at Gwanghwamun Station of subway line number 5. When you come out in the direction of Kyobo Book Center, the largest bookstore in Korea, you will see the Kyobo building. Labri is located on the second floor of this building. The name of this French restaurant, L'Abri, means a place of rest, and the interior certainly gives justification to its name. From the entrance, you are greeted with an atmosphere of stylish elegance. The inside is divided into 3 areas, each displaying its own unique atmosphere. A bright atmosphere, isn't it? The wall towards the hall and the door is made with glass, making this area more bright and spacious. The neat tables add to the overall elegance. I think we can really look forward to some delicious French cuisine here. A wine display is located here. You can get advice from a specialist about wine, so you'll be able to have opportunities to enjoy different wines in an enjoyable atmosphere. A romantic place created by subtle lights. This is the bar. Anyone can enjoy a leisurely glass of drink here. All these are possible at L'Abri. Now, shall we find out about the food they serve? It is a menu in which cold dressing and fresh seafood harmonize well with crispy pastry. A wonderful meeting between cold garlic sauce and tender escargot. Can you imagine its taste? The crab meat delicately placed inside the avocado presents a refreshing taste. Can you feel the subtle fragrance of caper, rose pepper, and onions? Their fragrance has really seeped into the tender meat. When you add tasty sauce to chewy scallops and shrimps, a wonderful dish is born. These are the elegant delicacies of L'Abri prepared with greatest care. Shall we find out how these delicacies are cooked? This is the main chef of the day, boasting of best skills and best quality ingredients he uses. A veteran cook of 22-year experience will be sharing with us some of his wonderful cooking skills.
예, 오늘 엔조이 쿠킹에서 보여주실 요리는 어떤 건가요?
네, 오늘 제가 보여줄 요리는 포아그라와 허브 갈릭 소스를 곁들인 양갈비 스테이크가 되겠습니다.
네, 첫 번째 요리에 대해서 좀 설명해 주시겠어요?
예, 포아그라는 프랑스 3대 요리 중에 하나로서 최고의 맛과 향을 느낄 수 있는 요리입니다.
Fresh foie gras needs to be prepared. Port wine sauce also needs to be prepared beforehand. A ripe pear and fragrant spices are also needed. Shall we make the sauce first? We need to prepare fresh vegetables. Carrot and celery are cut into suitable sizes. Garlic is lightly pushed down with a knife. Lace the frying pan with oil and place the prepared vegetables in the pan and fry them thoroughly. Look at the amazing hand movements of the chef after frying the vegetables like this. It is now time to cook the lamb. The lamb is cooked thoroughly until it turns brownish. When the meat has cooked, the vegetables that have just been fried are added. Port wine is added here to remove any unpleasant smell of meat. Stock is poured to bring out the rich taste of the sauce. Now boil everything like this, and this is the delicious port wine sauce. Shall we continue with the cooking? First, we will prepare the pear that will be used as a decorative setting. After trimming the fresh pear, lace the frying pan with butter and cook lightly. Add sugar and cook further until it turns brown. Can you feel the sweet pear and savory fragrance of the butter? Such fragrance is placed on the plate like this. Shall we prepare the foie gras now? Remove the tough blood veins, then cut into suitable size and cook. I can feel its savory taste just by looking at it. Turn it over now and then cook until it turns brownish. It is about time to pour some port wine. The wine removes any unpleasant smell of meat. I can see the tender texture of the meat, and it is placed carefully on the plate. The sauce that will enhance the taste of foie gras is poured over the meat. The port wine sauce prepared beforehand should be warm before serving. Finish by adding pine nuts, and foie gras is complete. The second dish is lamb rib steak, and of course, tender lamb ribs are needed for this menu. Other ingredients that will add to the taste are also prepared. The taste of the meat needs to be maintained, so it is only lightly seasoned with salt and black pepper. While cooking, port wine is added to remove any unpleasant smell of meat. Now, shall we prepare some garlic crust that will enhance the taste of lamb ribs? You need to remember that all sorts of ingredients are used for this. Finally, season with salt and black pepper. Now, put the garlic crust lamb rib in the oven. Now, we will prepare herb garlic sauce that will greatly add to the taste of lamb rib steak. Garlic is fried so that we can feel its fragrance. Here, port wine and port wine sauce must never be left out. Finally, season with salt and bring to a boil. And this is the herb garlic sauce. While we were preparing the sauce, the lamb rib has cooked. Cut the meat into suitable sizes. Pour some sauce over the meat, and the lamb rib steak is complete. People say that we eat French cuisine with our eyes, and I think it's very true. Now it is time for me to taste it. The liver is very smooth, but the more you taste it, you taste the charcoal feel of it. It tastes very roasty, delicious. Okay, now the second dish. Now it all makes sense to me when people told me that if it looked good, it tastes good. We are enjoying the dishes of traditional French restaurant La Brie. Modern interior and stylish food, together with pleasant service. That is how I felt about this restaurant, but I wonder what the customers think. Shall we go and find out?
모양도 참 예쁘고 맛도 먹어보니까 담백하면서도 고소하고 그런 면에서 보기에도 좋고 참 맛있게 잘 먹었습니다.
소스가 두 가지가 따로따로 서빙이 되는데 그 소스 각각의 소스와도 참 잘 어울려서 맛이 풍부해지는 느낌이에요.
파이는 파이대로 바삭하고 해물은 해물대로 씹힘이 좋아가지고요. 아주 신선하고 맛있네요.
I'm sure you heard people say that we make our own environment, the conditions that we're subject to. I guess that it means that I am responsible for everything that happens to me. But living each day with the feelings of happiness and satisfaction is possible if we live our lives with a positive attitude. Cuisine Korea, I hope you enjoyed your time with me today, and I will be back again next time. But until then, I wish you happy eating.